now we have the Warcries post, which was today, I think. New and changed Warcries. We're adding 4 new Warcry skills, one new support, and reworking 3 existing ones. Generally improve the options available for those who want to utilize Warcries in their builds. Today's new post reveals new skills and what to expect in terms of changes. Changes to Warcries. Some time ago we decided that it would be good to balance paths that focused on two-handed weapons and a slower but stronger playstyle. While we were exploring how to best achieve this, it became clear that giving Warcry skills some long overdue improvements could be great of help. Our first step in doing this was to define for ourselves what a Warcry should be and what function it fulfills. We found that Warcry should release a shockwave that taunts enemies. We already have this, I think. Yeah. Apply either a buff or debuff where its power is based on nearby enemies. Exert or power up your next few attacks with special properties. These rules can be flexible and provide a base starting point of what Warcry should look like within the new system. We started by reworking existing Warcries to fit into this set of rules, and as we made new ones to fill any gaps. We also changed the mechanics of nearby enemies to care about the power of those enemies. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. So unique gives more than a white mob. In the old system, 5 small monsters would provide 5 times the Warcry benefit compared to a single unique. This felt wrong. I never actually really thought about that before, but that makes sense. The new system now counts magic, rare, and unique enemies proportionally to their power so that your Warcry scales more effectively with the content you're facing. Currently, this works by counting normal monsters as 1, magic as 2, rare as 10, and uniques as 20. Huh. Okay. I mean, that's big. Endering Cry received relatively minimal rework, but we wanted to see if we could improve various aspects of this skill while we were reworking the others. Still, Endering Charges also provides a short burst of very powerful healing. So instead of regen, we get a healing. It also temporarily gives you additional resistance and physical damage reduction for a short duration. I mean, that makes it so much better on left click now. I wonder what the healing actually is. Is it like considered... Is it just gonna be a stronger version of the regen? So you can use it to heal it out? Unlike other Warcries, Endering Cry does not exert your next few attacks, it makes it purely offensive. Intimidating Cry. Previously, Intimidating Cry was only obtainable through a unique item. I don't even remember what it does. I actually don't remember what it does. Well, I assume it intimidated, but... In addition to now being available as a skill gem, it has undergone a full rework to be a lot more punchy and exciting. Also, benefits are pure offensive. It achieves this by intimidating nearby enemies and exerting your next few attacks to deal double damage. It also provides a buff that lets you ignore some of your enemies' physical damage reduction based on the power. Okay. Yeah, we'll just get the gem stuff that tells us the power. I mean, it sounds good. You know what's gonna be interesting to see is, will it only affect hits or also degens like created by attacks? That's gonna be interesting. I'm assuming it's gonna be just double damage from attacks, because double damage doesn't affect degens as of right now, but would be interesting to see if they changed, they made this skill to also do that. I'm fully aware double damage only affects hits. If you listen to what I said like 2 seconds ago, you understand the difference. It's intended to be offensive counterpart to Endering Cry. It should work in a wide variety of builds to make your next few attacks feel really powerful. So basically, you would just left click it and yeah. Ancestral Cry. This is a new Warcry which was designed to work well specifically with strike skills. It causes your next few strikes to also target nearby enemies, similar to Ancestral Call support. Oh, that sounds... Also provides a buff based on the power of nearby enemies, which both increase your melee range as well as providing bonus armor. It's intended to be well-rounded Warcry that generally provides benefits to anyone interested in playing strike skills. See, the issue here is that it's your next few strikes rather than strikes for a duration, because imagine relying on your AoE from the extra strikes from this.
Fresh meat.
Morning, Karv.
What's up, Logiva? Thanks for the 6 months. That sounds... it sounds very bad. Because the more attack speed you have, the worse this is. Now, obviously, if this is just hit once every 15 minutes kind of build, it's fine, I suppose. But in general, attack speed just makes the game feel much smoother to play. We'll see. We'll see. Says we cry. We created a new category of skills known as slam skills and wanted to make a Warcry that synergizes well with these skills. It causes your next few slam skills to have an increased AoE. And I'm surprised they didn't go with more AoE like they did with Pulverize at the start and then nerf it next patch. More damage will both increase with each attack until you reset the Warcry. Wait, what? Cause your next few slam skills to have an increased AoE and more damage with both increase with each attack until you reset the Warcry or the attacks run out. I hope the number of hits is like decent amount. Otherwise, it's just like you get enough attack speed that you run out of it by the time you have the duration, the cooldown. It knocks enemies back and interrupts them when it taunts. It then grants you a buff based on nearby enemy power, which reduces enemy's stun threshold. The Pyramid stuns coming through. Rallying Cry has been reworked and given a new identity. It has traditionally worked well with support style builds, and we designed it to provide a new way to support allies. Causes nearby allies to gain a buff that grants them a percentage of your main hand weapons damage based on the power of nearby enemies. See, this could potentially be very interesting for minion builds. Also exerts your next few attacks to deal more damage based on how many allies you have near you. Now it makes it even more interesting for minion builds. Huh. Huh. Now that's very interesting. Oh. Okay. This is a very interesting. But the thing here is that this doesn't affect your allies. This affects only you based on how many allies. So by having more minions doesn't mean that you're gonna give them more damage. They just give you more damage. So this is like a hybrid build. Or like Dumb Blow. Unlike most other Warcries, the power of the buff comes from both the power of both nearby enemies and allies. No. Minions are allies. You're thinking about party members. This is a rework to an existing skill to give it a new identity. It doesn't seem to fit very supportive type role, but we wanted to new ways to support allies. It works well with minions to support a full body allies. See, now I'm interested in, are they deleting or reworking the spirit response threshold rule that gives you damage taken gain as mana over 4 seconds with Rallying Cry. I would assume they're gonna rework it, and if they remember it, it's a thing that exists. Also, all of the Warcry Helm enchants are like sounding pretty powerful now with their increased effect. Infernal Cry. This was previously known as Abyssal Cry and has received a full rework. We aim to keep its old features while providing some new exciting ones to refresh its appeal. Covers enemies in ash, not ass. A debuff the scales with power of nearby enemies. It also causes enemies that are affected by this debuff to explode with fire damage when they are slain. So instead of chaos booms, you're getting fire booms with a debuff to them to lower their resistances first. Interesting. It also exerts your new few attacks to trigger combust. Wait, combust too? Combust. Wait. Oh, this is no. This is not combustion. Combust is a triggered AoE attack skill granted by the Infernal Cry gem. Scales with attack damage modifiers can benefit from supports. Dude, this sounds so fucking amazing for something like the whatever the fire attacks are, the conversion attacks. Huh. I'm not thinking about Bolden Strike. I'm thinking about the one that no, I'm thinking about because of the attack portion of it. Yeah, Tectonic Slam. General's Cry. This is an intense new Warcry that has been designed to be very open-ended in how it can be used. It's a skill support hybrid, which melee attack skills can be linked to. This Warcry summons ghostly mirage warriors from corpses near you. These ghosts use one of the link skills once before dissipating. Wait. Use one of the linked skills. Now, that's a very interesting skill. I wonder what the limits are to the skills they can use. The number of warriors you summon is based on the total power of the nearby enemies as well as the power of nearby corpses. General Christ lets you summon your own legion of warriors to destroy your enemies using large selection of skills. Okay, let me did that. That's loud. Sorry. Dude, the duration is long as fuck. Like the cooldown. Dude, look at the cooldown on it. Oh, okay, so it shows the number of hits you have. I'm liking the Infernal Cry. Yep. So, the Infernal Cry sounds like some cheap pops without too much investment, because it's a percentage, right? It's a percentage of the. Also, they didn't even show the General's Cry here. God damn it! I was so excited to see what that is. Right, it says. Oh, it doesn't actually say with how the how the explosion is actually. It could be a flat amount. If it's a flat amount, I mean, I'm assuming it's gonna be percentage, and if it's percentage, it's pretty big. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, but this also makes Chieftain worse now, because you have Herald of you have the Ash effect from the Infernal Cry. So I hope they do something about Chieftain, so you don't feel bad about using this and be Chieftain because you have the same effect from both. This sounds like a very good left click for a lot of builds. Just for the boom boom alone. Yeah, you could like literally just Righteous Fire. Was it 10 second cooldown? I mean, obviously you're gonna go all in as much as cooldown. You link it with okay, so if quality affects the cooldown, you enhance it, and then you second wind it. You're gonna scale cooldown like Warcry reductions. There's ways to scale the like the cooldown. So you're gonna have it at a decent. You're definitely gonna be able to make it a decent cooldown. You're adding a new support gem that speeds up your Warcries in a chains for a slightly longer cooldown. You're adding a new support gem that speeds up your Warcries in a chains for a slightly longer cooldown. That sounds very weird. What do you mean by speeds up? As in when casting it, so you don't have to make it instant? Yeah, but everyone who wants to use this just goes instant. Imagine casting Warcries when you can just make them instant, dude. We also added that a keystone to the passive skill that makes Warcries instant but causes temperature cooldown. Oh, I see. By default, Warcries no longer share cooldowns in order to promote pulls using multi Warcries. So are they? They're removing the notable. Okay, okay, this makes much more sense now. Shit. Okay, okay, this makes it so much harder now. Yeah, never mind. If they're removing the notable, this makes it, yeah, okay. So it's not a free boom boom for that notable anymore. I mean, you could have it with the existing Abyssal Cry, and people didn't generally use it, but I mean, this is much better than the Abyssal Cry. Yeah, Amral. Yeah, it was called Call to Arms, right? Yeah. Should have just been named Amral Mali's Tome. Yeah. I mean, this look. There are some exciting ones. Enduring Cry is just a better version of it, what it is now. Rallying Cry seems very interesting, and the General's Cry is just like Yep. That. Yeah. Where it was located? It was near Blood Magic. Yeah. This is at the left bottom like side of it, so it's like it's like here. We see the Ox cluster, so it's gonna be like here somewhere.